What's up, everybody? I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by Cherry Kirk.
What's up?
We've got the John Wick Chapter 4 Honest trailer in front of us. Very excited to watch this with y'all. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. While you subscribe and upvoting, subscribe to Screen Junkies. There's a link in the description below. If you want to click on that link, give the original upvote and subscribe to Screen Junkies from there. By the by, we've got a watch-along cut-down here on YouTube. John Wick Chapter 4, our first time watching it. You guys can watch it with us. Or if you want to watch the whole thing without any cuts or interruptions, become a Patreon or a YouTube member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction. So, without further ado, let's jump into this. Here we go.
In a world where every franchise has at least one dud,
Never leave the cave without it.
John Wick will once again pull off the impossible in an excellent fourth film.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't clear by now, we're never gonna let this franchise stop.
Have you given any thought to where this ends?
Nope, Keanu's gonna be 80 and we'll watch him snap necks in a tactical diaper.
Tactical diaper.
Chapter 4.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Chapter 3 ended with John growling the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, pick up exactly where he left off.
Yeah. For another
Wall-to-wall banger of an action film that's once again about trying to leave the assassin world because he clicked I agree without reading the terms and conditions. And a thrill ride that runs for just 2 hours and 49 minutes. Because if your Wick goes hard for a full 3 hours, you have to seek medical attention. Also, everyone's wearing a vibranium suit this time,
Yep.
so it takes 10 shots to drop a
That was like, that took me a second. That was a, hold on, hold on. Do you know what it's called?
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about the John Wick joke. Oh,
Yeah, that's the John Wick joke, yeah.
Because that's about dicks.
Right, but it's specifically about Viagra. Like,
Oh.
you know, well, Viagra, there's this thing with Viagra where they say, I don't know if it's true or not, but like I've heard it, especially like in podcasts and stuff like that, talk about it, where when you prescribe Viagra, they tell you if your thing lasts more than 4 hours, you need to go see a doctor, like, because that's a legitimate problem.
Oh, that's the joke.
Yeah.
I thought that he was just saying, you know, if you go longer than 3 hours, you might be very tired and you might want to take a nap or
Okay.
something.
I
you
thought,
know?
well, man, we got two different jokes out of that. Haha, look at that.
Yeah.
John
It
Wick
wouldn't
is
work that way in
back,
real
and
life.
with every assassin on his tail, he can travel from New York to Osaka to Berlin to Paris without incident. But once he's teleported to his next fighting game stage, ooh boy, look the f*** out. He's determined to let anything except his words do the talking. Probably because he's got CTE so bad, he can't string together a full sentence.
Wow. God.
As this human throw pillow takes an endless stream of physical punishment and personal criticism.
My father is dead because of you.
Because of you, I had to kneel in front of the man who murdered my father.
But I didn't kill Koji. You did, John.
Yeah.
Just because of his never-ending quest to kill everyone on planet Earth.
No one, not even you, can kill everyone.
Counterpoint? Yes, he clearly can. Watch John set his sights on the marquee, yet another overmatched European fancy boy, who you just know is evil because he hangs out next to a scale model of a city and only villains get to do that. John will also cross paths with his old friend Kane and continue running up the scoreboard against the hearing and visually impaired. Donnie Yen shines in another blind role because it would be straight up unfair to let him fight if he could actually see.
Yeah.
They'll tangle with the Tracker, a guy who's hunting John because he's too broke to upgrade his phone. Watch in dismay as he spends the film sniping from the edge of the map like a f***ing camper.
Like a camp.
Plus thrill at the return of Ian McShane's Winston, and recoil at the debut of Ian McShane's Winston's new bleach tee.
I was wondering about the
Tanning bed. One of them's got to go.
Yes, I did notice that.
I didn't want to say anything about it. I thought it was just dentures.
Yeah, me too. I was like, have they always been like that? Like, it's distractingly like they're just so big and so white and
It wasn't the color that popped out at me. It's just that, like, as certain actors get older, I just, the way they talk changes. Like, Christopher Lloyd does not sound the same way he did when he was in his youth.
Yeah,
and
because like your face changes.
Danny Glover sounds totally different than how he used to sound to
Yeah.
me. And so Michael Keaton sounds different as he gets older. And so I just took it to be the same thing. It's an evolution. That's all it is.
You grow into your teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
Forget the characters. This is all about the action.
Yeah.
And man, do they deliver. Featuring some good old-fashioned horseplay. The one that's just like my Japanese animes.
Yeah.
Dope.
The one that confirms they turned off car damage.
Yeah. It's crazy.
The one where they're just playing Hotline Miami.
I love this
The
scene.
one where the stunt guys get to really earn their paycheck.
Oh yeah, he flipped around again.
And the one where they all sit down to play the assassin version of Magic the Gathering.
Blades. Pistols.
Don't you guys have to, like, tap land first or something? Sorry, it's always looked way too boring to learn. After killing roughly 10,000 goons over the last 3 films, watch John start to take his toll on the global assassin industry, forcing them to inflate the wages,
The lottery just went up.
hire poorly trained, inexperienced scabs,
It's just so dope.
and churn out wave after wave of trainees with a maybe 5% shot at getting through their first shift alive, to the point where they're so desperate for new hires, they have to advertise on FM radio.
This golden hit goes out to you, Mr. Wick. Come on now, people. We're gonna have to do a lot better.
Also enter the code Warriors ripoff at checkout to receive 20% off your next funeral.
Do you think that that's a Reservoir Dogs inspired thing?
What?
The lady, the DJ radio lady. I wonder if that's at all Reservoir Dogs inspired, because that's like the first place my brain goes to, which surely Tarantino borrowed that from something else that's also very famous and popular before Reservoir Dogs came out. But that was like the first place my brain went, is like, just like, oh, that might have been a Tarantino inspired thing.
So return to the relentless franchise that's got that dog in it. Because now that you've seen John Wick avenge a dog, adopt a dog, and team up with a dog, enjoy this new spin where he fights a dog, then befriends a dog.
Won't kill it though.
Because at the beginning, they killed his dog. Damn dog. R.I.P. to a real one. Starring Ted Theodore Shogun.
Ted Theodore Shogun. You don't understand? Okay, that's a reference to Bill and Ted.
Winston checks out. Larry the Table Guy. Another Skarsgård?
You're in your element, Donnie.
It has indeed been an honor, my friend.
Now, fellas, I want a clean duel. I've got a lot of money riding on this.
The Notebook.
Get over here.
And instead, South American Ninja Warrior. The Atkins Diet. And Stairs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're like John Wick. Your nemesis is Stairs.
Stairs are dangerous. Ouch.
Yes, they are. But so they're dangerous but necessary.
All the stunt guys are freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like, I was just watching that last one. I'm like, wow, he does such a good job of rolling and not hitting his head once. Did you watch that that last stunt? His legs were almost making contact with the support beams for
the railings?
For the railing, yeah. Look at his face.
Oh yeah.
He's protecting his head at all times.
With the arms.
It's wild.
John
Class
Wick,
skill.
Chapter 4, Parabellum 2.
Parabellum 2.
You know, you may think it's weird so many people are still dancing, but this is
Yeah.
actually the least disturbing thing that happens in a German nightclub.
That did cross my mind for a second. I'm like, yeah, they're in Berlin though. That almost makes sense. Not that I've ever been to Berlin, but I've heard that it's like pretty wild out there.
I don't really understand the reference. I mean, if you said New York, then I understand, but I don't.
No, Berlin's like, you think New York is crazy? No, Berlin.
I don't know how much crazier it can get than, you know, someone stepping over a dead body and like no one's calling the police.
Okay, fair.
Like-
I'm just talking about like S&M clubs and, you know, fun things.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Not morbid things.
Not morbid things.
So
Yes.
anyway, John Wick Chapter 4, for any of my complaints aside, because I did have some complaints when I did the review portion with you, I really, really, really like that film a lot.
Love it.
And there's so much to appreciate about the film outside of its runtime that it's like, how do you make fun of something that is that stellar? Like it did exactly what it set out to do, which was just deliver excellent action.
Yes.
How do you make fun of this? I can only imagine how difficult it is. Like, you know, even Ryan George has been forthright about the difficulty of, you know, making fun of something that's that solid. I think it was for John Wick, in fact, because we just put out the revisit for the reaction to for the pitch meeting of John Wick, and he talks about how difficult it was. Like he was reluctant to go into that. I think that particular one, because it's just like, how do you make fun of this? It's a solid movie,
Right,
And he found his way. He found a way to do it. And so likewise with this, I can only imagine the challenge of making fun of something so strong.
Well, it's strong, but there are elements of it that are ridiculous. Like how many times he falls off buildings and he's fine. How many times he falls down the stairs in the most epic way possible and gets back up and somehow manages to go back to the church. He manages to go to the church on time. There is no way in real life that could have happened.
Sure.
You know, like there are very outlandish things in this movie, but it's so good and it's such a fun time that it works.
Look,
you know?
weather is not an exact science.
Weather?
Weather, yeah. Like, you know, you can say, oh, it's gonna rain. There's 50% chance of rain, and then it's like clearly sunshine all day long. Not one drop. You know, you say, okay, sun is due out at 5:58 a.m. or whatever, and then
Approximately.
maybe 6:02. You know, so yeah, sometime. The whole thing was if you get there before sunrise. He got there before sunrise.
Yeah, but they had the time. It was like 6:00 whatever the hell it was in the morning, and he had to be there by that time.
I thought it was a sunrise, not the time itself. Like,
No, like they timed the sunrise. Like there is a specific
well,
time.
there's a rule for this. It's called time dilation in movies.
That's exactly what they used. It was cool though.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool, and like
Them getting there on time is what bothers you more than him falling out of a building and being okay. Him falling down onto a beam, falling onto a slab of concrete or marble and being okay.
That looked painful.
That's fine. But him getting there on time is ridiculous.
that's where I draw the line, you guys.
No, but all the falling that John Wick does that's the thing that I hold against the movie, I think, is that it's like, okay, yes, he's such a badass and can just like totally blow through, you know, hordes of men, but he has to still maintain some modicum of vulnerability. When you strip him of that, it's just you're watching an Acme cartoon.
Well, yeah, just don't hurt his dog. Then
Sure.
he's vulnerable.
Only dogs and women can get hurt in the John Wick universe.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this, and I thought the commentary they gave to it was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed some of the references they made towards the end there. I only got 2 or 3 of them. You know, Scott Adkins, the Atkins diet is an easy
Atkins
one.
diet, yeah.
The Ted Theodore.
I liked the get over here.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun.
I don't think there's much we can add to this commentary, so I'm going to conclude it here instead of rambling. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to check out our movie Cutdown Reaction here on YouTube, or become a patron or YouTube member to watch the whole thing with us. I'm Jabby Koei. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.
I want to go watch it again now.
Okay. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta!